Hey you guys, it's April. So I just wanted to show you another basket trade that I am going to place in my account, in my demo account, to show you guys how beneficial basket trading can work. Hopefully all of these hit this week and we get profit. So the first thing that I did was I want to look at Forex Factory and figure out which currency pair or currency is the strongest or the weakest. So, so far for this week, we have Jappy, and that's the basket I'm gonna do for this week. It's showing a little bit of weakness. So then, after you find a currency that you want to use for your basket, you take whichever pairs you want that correlate with that particular currency. Today I'm going to be using usdjpy, Great Pound Jappy, and cadjpy. So the second thing you want to do is just make sure that if a currency is showing weak for the week or whatever, you want to make sure that you're still going with the prevailing trend, whichever direction you're going to go. This week, we're going to go long, Jappy's weak, and for the last few weeks, it's been weak against the CAD, the pound, and the US dollar. Confirmation of that, I'm going to go to the investing.com, and if you look, you can see CAD has been going up. And let's see, on the daily, as you can see, it's still currently on an uptrend. There's a little bit of downward consolidation, but as you can see, it's been having a lot of trouble breaking this resistance level. So with that particular pair, I would just be cautious of the stop that you use for that one. And then we're going to go and look at our usdjpy. Just confirm, which this one I already know, it's been going up. So uptrend, you see right here, there was a deep retracement, but then again, it's going back up. It's been making new weekly higher highs and lows. And then we're going to go to the pound jappy. And as you can see here, it's been moving up slowly but surely on a weekly basis. Okay, so now that we've confirmed that, we're going to place pending orders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my EMA, the exponential moving average. You want to make sure that also on the EMA, before you place your trade, that the candlesticks are actually above, and this is a 55 EMA moving average. You want to make sure the candlesticks are above it, which this one is for USD and for Jappy. This one is for Jappy as well. And for CAD, and for this one, it's teetering on it. So like I said, of course, being careful of where you put your stop for this one. But currently, the price is trading above it. And because the pairs correlate, usually what's going on with one or two, it's going to be happening with the other. If not currently, the way it usually works is that it's going to follow in pursuit. It's just that you may not know exactly when. So for my CAD, I prefer to look at the chart from investing.com just because I like the white background and I just like the way the candles look. So CAD, Jappy, I can't spell. Okay, and alright, so how I like to do it is I like to put my pending orders. First, I want to find where bottom or support is for that week. Okay, so it's about right here, about 92-ish, a little bit lower. And then I'm going to go to the daily. And yes, I agree. That's a pretty good support area. So I want to, because I want to get in on this trade and it has been showing that it's consistently been making higher highs, I want to go a little bit above this. So I'm going to put an entry order at 92.17. Whenever you put your pending orders, you always want to make sure your number ends on either 3 or 7 odd numbers, because even numbers are just bad luck. And fives and zeros, that's usually where you'll find option contracts. So if you're in on the wrong way, there could be a potential for there to be a huge sell or a huge buy, and you don't want to be messing with that, especially if you're in on the trade in a bad direction. So I'm gonna put my entry order for cadjpy at for a buy, and we're gonna change this to good until cancel because I'm not sure when it's going to hit. And I said 92.17. Okay, so 50 pips away from where it is currently, and we'll do 2 mini lots for that one. And whenever you put your pending trades, you want to make sure that you are conscientious about your money management and you don't put too much in the very beginning just in case it does go against you. You don't want a huge loss. If it goes in your favor, you want to make sure that you actually allow it to do whatever it's going to do, and then when it retraces again, that's when you add. If you ended up not putting as much as you would have liked for the current entry that you have, that's when you would add. You do not want to add obviously when it's going against you and you don't really know when it's going to stop going against you, or even if it will stop going against you. And you don't want to add when it's going in your favor with market flow, because eventually what goes up must come down, what goes down must go up, and you don't want to end up putting more money towards something, getting stopped out with an even bigger loss because you put too many lots on too early. Because if you add towards it while it's already in profit, it's just going to move your current position further up or down. So if you're going up, it's going to move your position further up. So then you have to really be careful and have an even bigger stop loss, because now your position has moved from that more optimal point of entry to a less optimal point of entry, especially if it went in your favor 100 points or 100 pips, and then you added and now it's gone, your position has moved by 40 pips, and then for some reason it retraces an additional 132 pips. So now you're with a stop loss, stopped out, and now you have an even greater loss than what you should have from the beginning if you would have just stuck with your initial entry. So on a daily, let's see. Alright, so weekly for the Great Pound. Okay, so it's been right here. So I'm going to do my weekly right here. It's 86.90. Alright. I'm going to do 86.93. But you guys get the hint of how I'm going about doing this. When it comes to the entry level that I pick for my pending orders, usually my rule of thumb that has done me pretty well is whatever the weekly is, I like to either go half of whatever it is currently, or usually I do this in the beginning of the week before everything starts, so the previous week, half of the week, and a little bit either above or below depending on if I'm long or short or buying or selling. So we said 86, and I'm gonna do 97. Oh, 93. Okay, so 85 from where it is currently. And I want to do, with this one, USDJPY moves a lot faster. So I'm going to put a little bit more lot size, a higher lot size. I'm going to do half of a lot with 5 mini lots. Okay. And then I'm not going to do the third one because I'm pretty sure you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to show you. Good resources for information when it comes to your news is always going to be, for me, Forex Factory. I like to concentrate mainly on the high impact news, but it's also a good idea to get into the habit of also looking at moderate impact news, because occasionally that will also affect your trading as well. Any sort of news events worldwide that are going on, like currently we had a recent terrorist attack in France, so that's something that definitely moved the markets in the beginning of the week. Now the markets are kind of settling and going back into its normal routine, so just be aware of worldly events as well. And then the other thing that I like to use is Twitter, just to get a gist of any sort of information when it comes to other people's ideas on where market sentiment is currently. But I really hope you guys enjoyed my video, and please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Deuces.